what's up? I'm the Zim. This is the Zim video. I've been wanting to make this little video for a while. It's basically what YouTube channels do I watch, and this is going to be mainly for people that subscribe to this channel and actually watch my videos, because I know this isn't going to get many views. But thank you for those, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 10 people that watch almost everything I publish. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I just joined in to make a video, and I was thinking about this one for a while, so I want to make it. So basically, these are like, I'm going to break it down. These are the videos, these are the shows, the YouTube shows, the native YouTube content. Like, none of this was aired in some other format and then made it over to YouTube. This is all like YouTube original content. And then I'm going to list them in the order that I discovered them. So like, let me preface this just a little bit. I do like to talk, so I'm going to say a few things. I haven't really watched a lot of YouTube. I've made way more videos than I've like watched in a sense, or I should say, not necessarily made more videos, but spent more time. My channel has existed way longer than I've actually spent watching videos. So take that into account, maybe, or whatever, just so you know. So within the last like 6 months, I've really like 4 of these, or maybe a few of these, at least 3 of these shows or channels have been I've become like aware of in the last 6 months, even though they've been around like a lot longer. So let's just get started with it, shall we? Let's do this. So these are like in chronological order of when I discovered them. I don't remember the exact dates, but just like the first channel I discovered, and like these are all channels that I have the notification bell on, and I think these are the only channels I have the notification bell on, and I hope to soon discover more. Anyways, enough rambling, let's get started. First one is Casey Neistat.
We were always moving, always the stairs, never the escalators.
Casey Neistat, if you don't know Casey Neistat, he's like, I don't know, one of the, not the necessarily original YouTubers, but he's kind of transformed the platform. He was like one of the first to really push vlogging to a place that kind of changed the paradigm of it, changed what happened, at least from what I can tell. I've been watching him for a while. I watched him before he started vlogging, when he was just kind of doing just random, show like things every once in a while. But then he started his daily vlog series that he did for like 2 years or something, for a long time. And now he's back on more of like a random kind of thing. I honestly am getting a little bit tired of Casey's content. I think the combination of him getting older and just how he hasn't changed his format at all for the last like long while. So it's really like, okay, you kind of know what to expect, but also know what to expect in a kind of like almost like a lesser show than it used to be. Like, he used to be really aspirational, used to travel around a lot and show a lot of things. Now he kind of stays in the studio more often, and it's just not as aspirational, so it changed his vibe. So I'd like to see him kind of evolve his show into something, like if he's going to stay, I don't know, in his studio more often, in New York more often, change the content, change the story he's telling a little bit, to, I don't know, maybe more of an interview show. I don't know, something different. Just change it up. I'd like to see him change it up. Next up is Boogie2988.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is my rambling series. This is my vlogging series in which I talk about life, the universe, things around us that are particularly interesting to me. I tend to do my weight loss updates, my life updates, my channel updates.
I discovered him from one of his Francis Rage videos. I actually thought that he was the character of Francis at first. I think a lot of people do. It was a video of him like playing Magic the Gathering and like getting all mad and being in his Francis character and knocking, and the way they were filmed, it was like somebody else was filming it, like they caught this person doing it rather than it being his own produced video. So that was like, man, this guy's crazy. And then I shared it once on, I think, Facebook, And somebody said, "Oh yeah, that's Boogie2988. He's awesome," and blah blah blah. And so it got me going down deeper. And I like what he brings to the conference. I don't watch all of his shows. Like I still have this notification bell on his thing, but I'll watch. He publishes pretty frequently. A lot of it's talking head stuff. He does a video game show. He does a journal of his own life. He's been overweight for a long time, so he talks about the weight loss journey that he's been on, doing gastral bypass, I think it's called, the things like that. And then of course his characters. He has a few characters. His main one that he's known best for is his Francis character that I already mentioned. But what I like about him is he's really one of those types. There's like a whole culture of people that have become YouTube aware in the sense of what's going on the platform itself. And he's one of those people that gives a really like kind of nonpartisan look at what the politics of YouTube is like. So it gives me a chance to kind of really hear one perspective anyway, of what it's like to be a YouTuber and how it's changed, and like monetization and the different, like there's actually like I said, culture of different channels that, you know, like and don't like each other and all these kind of things, and people think they have, what's the term, intellectual property on certain ideas on YouTube, like unboxing videos or like reaction videos. Like certain channels think they were the first to do it, so they have the right to that kind of that IP in a sense, and just different like culture. There's a whole, like I said many times already, the culture of YouTube. He really kind of gets into a little bit because he gets into the drama sometimes. He likes it. He's kind of like, so I get to kind of get a little slice of what the YouTube culture is all about from his channel. Next up is Dan Mace.
Dear oddball, fantasizer, outsider, daydreamer, the protester, dear rebel, you matter, full stop.
Dan Mace, I discovered from Casey Neistat's channel. I like his channel. I like how he produces videos. I like his way he does some animation, like inside of, his vlogging style, his kind of thing. He does a little more produced. He takes a week to make each show or so. He takes a little longer to produce each show. It's good. I feel like he's still maturing as a person and as a YouTuber. He doesn't quite nailed it for me yet, but I still like his stuff. I'm not exactly all that excited about the way he puts ads in his content yet. Like, he hasn't figured out a great way to put ads. Every time he starts talking about one of his sponsors or whatever, I just turn off the show and move on to the next one. That's Dan Mace. Check him out. I like him. He's good. But I think I'm excited to see how his channel grows and how he grows as a producer of YouTube content. Marquise Brownlee, also known as MKBHD.
Welcome to the Smartphone Awards. So there were a ton of smartphones that have come out in 2018, from January and CES, straight all the way through all the launches and events till December now.
I don't know how I exactly discovered him. I know he was mentioned on Casey's channel, but I didn't really take any effort to get into him. And one day, I drive for Lyft full time, and when I'm pulled over, when I'm just waiting for a ride, sometimes I'll throw on the YouTube, and I just decided to check out one of his shows recently, and that was all she wrote. I totally binged out on like massive amounts of his, like I watched so many videos, and he mostly does tech review stuff. He's a tech guy. I think review of cell phone is his big thing. That's his big thing. He started a new show called Autofocus where he's starting to review cars, like especially tech-oriented cars like Tesla and different things that are not just your basic run-of-the-mill cars, but cars that are a little bit more techy in a sense or something. And then also he does that. He's, what is it called? CES, right? He's in CES right now reviewing new products that come out, TVs, all this random stuff. But phones is kind of where he got his kind of foothold, it seems to me. And because he does this he does even like award shows on best phones of the year and all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoy his content and just the way he delivers. And he's actually inspired me on how I want to deliver my content in terms of his voice, his cadence, and all that kind of stuff. And I definitely taken a page off of his kind of, delivery, and I want to kind of incorporate that into my own work on YouTube as well, because I really enjoy the way he presents himself. The slow-mo guys are the next ones.
Hello, sweet internet. I'm Gav.
I'm Dan.
That's DJ Dan. We're the slow-mo guys. A while ago, we did a video where we spun a CD so fast, it shook itself to pieces. It sort of warbled and then flung out.
Warbled.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, this time, we've got some records. We're kicking it old school.
So again, another one I discovered, just one of those I'm just bored, thinking about what, I'm just like in my car driving for Lyft or something, and I decided to check out the slow-mo guys, and they're like super funny. I just love their show. The things that I like about them is the way they have this casual delivery of their show, but also they don't take it too serious. Like, they don't take it super serious at all. They're really serious about what they're doing. They really know their stuff. One guy's in the military. They're both from Britain or somewhere in England or Europe, somewhere in the British Isles. I don't know exactly where, but one of them's in the military and one of them's a tech head basically. And the way they work together, one guy is kind of like the folly guy, like the guy that has to be put through all the things that they make, and the other guy actually films it all and does all the tech stuff and editing and all the actual video making side of it. So they seem to have a good relationship, and it works out well. But they take what they do really seriously, but not so seriously that it comes across on the screen that they're pretentious or something like that. They just kind of, it's great. And then they're one of the few, I think, YouTubers that have one of the kind of most watched video channels on YouTube, and yet they're not full-time YouTubers. They could probably afford to be full-time YouTubers, but they both have separate jobs. Like I said, one of them is in the military. And I think one of them works for a production house for video work or something like that. I'm not sure. You'll have to look into it yourself. The last one I have is a video series on a channel called First We Feast, and it's called Hot Ones.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And at long last, I'm joined by Bill Burr. Bill, he's one of the biggest stand-up comedians in the game. You know him as the host of the Monday Morning Podcast and as the co-creator and star of Netflix's F is for Family, now entering its 3rd season. Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And it's a interview series by Sean Evans. And Sean Evans, what makes this show good for me, what I like so much about this show, is a combination of things. I actually don't like spicy foods, so I thought I've seen this one many times. Some of my favorite other YouTubers, MKBHD's been on it, Casey Neistat's been on it, Gary Vaynerchuk's been on it. So a bunch of people that I listen to and follow on the social networks and different places like YouTube have been on the show, but I just never watched the show because I was like, yeah, I don't like spicy food. This is gonna be dumb. This is kind of a dumb idea and all this stuff. But then for whatever reason, I think maybe the first one I watched was it wasn't the Gary Vaynerchuk one. It was probably it could have been either Casey Neistat's or the Gary Vaynerchuk one. And it just kind of got me hooked just enough that I started binging out on them and watching it. And what I discovered, not only that Sean Evans is a really good interviewer, he asks really great questions. His delivery of his questions are great. He doesn't seem to be fazed by the guests and stuff when they get crazy. I just really enjoy his delivery as well. But then also the guests themselves, in this format, so many of them start off with this facade that they present of who they want to be. They've created a character of themselves, and they want to be that. They want to portray that on the regular through their persona, because they're famous or whatever, they're more famous, or they're in the public eye, and they have this sort of. But by the time they get through all these progressively hotter hot wings, if they make it to the last batch of them, it totally breaks down all this kind of I'm a cool person. It's they're just become human, and it's they start to say things and do things that you're yeah, I can relate to this person. They're not just a character they've created of themselves. They're actually a real person. It totally no, I don't think any other interview show breaks down a person that far that they're just so honest about everything. Eventually, it's just it feels really refreshing and great. So those are my shows. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 shows that I watch on the regular that I have on my notification bell on. Actually, on that First Week Feast, I don't watch. They have a few other shows on that channel. I don't watch any of them. I only watch the Hot Ones show. But yeah, check it out. What are some shows that you think I should check out? Put them in the description of this, or not description, but the comments. Throw them in the comments if you want. All right, thanks a lot for watching. And if you have anything for me, just throw it in the comments. I'd be happy to get back to you, and subscribe if you would. That'd be super dope. And until is it on that side? I never remember what side no, it's on that side. It's right there. It's right there. The pop up for the sub, and then of course on the page itself. So give me a sub. I want to do the YouTube thing. I'm working toward 100,000 subscribers because I want to get that silver play button. All right, thanks a lot. Till next time. Peace.